We do have out. We have out here in front of. Did y'all go out and ride these coolers that Talladega?
I saw Greg on one. He's just grinning.
How does it ride?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
Well, he couldn't drive it. He kept trying to put his hand in it.
I got an idea. What if I go get Brad on one, get him to ride it in? Maybe he'll walk in quicker.
Yeah. Well, Keselowski is supposed to be here with us, and did you ride one, Helms?
I have not ridden one today. I have ridden one in the past.
I saw Adler.
Would you like me to go get on one?
Yeah, go get on one. I want to see you flying
I'm
by
gonna go get Brad.
Yeah, Adler, you want to ride? You want to go? You go and get Brad on one, Speedy? Yeah, go
Greg,
get,
you go get on one too.
Well, there's only two.
Everybody
get
on.
I tell you what, I wish there was about 5, 6 of them. We were rolling.
I wish we each had one here at all times.
Yeah, Talladega Super Speedway, by the way, the big weekend that is coming up is the 29th through May 1st. If you've never seen a race at Talladega, oh my goodness, you really need to take time. And the spring race is always great because it's some great Alabama weather during the
Speedy
spring.
got that slow one.
There it goes. So it's one quicker than the other.
Speedy's got the one for the tots.
That's right. Speedy. Yeah. Oh, look, Speedy's got the one that they.
Yeah.
Look, Rick, the front wheel stick is rubbing against the cooler. Speedy's weighing it down.
We had one last time.
You know, he's put a little
real fast.
He's put a little weight on.
Yeah, it's all muscle.
Well, you know that guy from OTM that y'all work out. He was in Antigua.
Yeah, Alan.
He talked about how Speedy was not a little big gut, but he's put on a little bit. I mean,
look at Helms. Look at Helms.
Helms is flying.
Helms is gonna have a concussion.
That one Speedy's got
look,
it.
That's the one. These are coolers that are like go karts.
Yeah, I mean, they're fun too.
It's got Talladega.
The one Speedy's got's not real fun.
Hey, the one Helmsy's on. Look, he's got.
He's dig.
Yeah, we had 3 of those one time when we did the sports show. And we were out there racing on them, and I mean, I wish we all had one all the time we raced.
I feel like he's about to crash.
Look
Speedy.
Look at Brad coming on in. Sit down, Brad. He looks sleepy. Keselowski is back.
I'm not sleepy. I'm fashionably late.
Well, that's all right. Look, you know what?
Did you wear a Team Hendricks shirt on purpose today for me?
Yeah, I did that just to show you a little competition.
Yeah, we're Hendricks drivers too.
Yeah, but
you may not know that.
You drive for Rick Hendrick?
Yeah, we do. As a matter of
his
fact.
dealership.
Well, indirectly.
Not on the same circuit you do. We're on the I-65, I-20
Look,
circuit.
I know Team Penske against Team Hendrick. I got it. No, this was there's one thing I've noticed about this job that I've had, and you probably feel the same way. I enjoy free automobiles. And when you get to drive them, it's really cool.
It is a perk. I get a free race car every week to go out and completely trash. And that's really hard to explain to race fans sometimes because, these race cars are a couple $100,000 race cars.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
If I run a race, I'll tell you this quick story. I ran this race in Kentucky a couple years back. Sat on the pole, fastest qualifier, led the most laps, won the race, and I came back in the shop the next day. So, man, that was a perfect car. And it was sitting in a pile in the corner. They cut it completely apart. There wasn't a scratch on it. It was the fastest car there. But it's hard to explain that to race fans sometimes. But that's how the sport works. You can't stand still. So even if you have a good car, you got to cut them up and work on them.
So it's rare that one makes it to even another.
Yeah, even without a scratch on it, most race cars get cut up.
Wow. Well, your crew did a great job last week. I know top 10 finish, 5th finish in Martinsville, but to come from how many cars? 52 cars you had to pass?
Yeah, we passed a lot of them.
Got a little penalty?
Yeah, I got a little speeding penalty.
That hurt.
It happens. Going back to the I-65 races you guys run. Yeah. That's pretty similar to what our pit road's like sometimes. But, I got busted. But that's part of racing.
But you came, that must have been a great car, too, especially at Martinsville.
Yeah.
It's not easy. You got to come all the way from the back.
We've been really good there the last few times. But you know what? You can't look in the mirror. That was last week. We got a few more weeks. We're going to come see you guys in Talladega.
I know. Now, Talladega, of course, it's a love-hate relationship with the drivers. But you've actually done really well there.
How can I complain about Talladega? I got my first win there.
I was about to say your first biggie.
I've won 3 races there. It's the track I've got the most wins at. Sometimes it's going to kick you right in between the legs, and then other times it's going to be really nice to you. But it's fair. It's equal to everyone, and you just got to take the good with the bad.
Do you think is it like a lot of things? You can have a Talladega strategy, but then when you get there, you just throw it out the window.
Yeah, who was that? Mike Tyson that says that. Everybody has a strategy until they get in the ring with me. Yeah. Well, that's kind of how Talladega is. Everybody has a strategy until they drop the grain, and you say, I know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, Rick, as a matter of fact, Brad loves Talladega so much, and a lot of people don't know this. He's looking at buying a house in Mumford. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, me included.
Yeah, right. But you're right, because it kind of goes back, you talk about strategy, when you're any kind of sport you're in, and when you haven't been on the field or on the track, everything works on that board. You're like, now look, we're going to, just like, I noticed like when I play football, the coach would block all kinds of people with chalk. You know,
oh yeah.
I mean, you're just
Oh, yeah.
blocking this guy, you're moving this guy out.
Yeah.
But when you get out there,
Little different.
It's a much different.
We've won a lot of races on paper.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
A lot of races on paper. Its reality is a little different.
So is your big track car, and I know you'll be in Texas this week with the Duck
Yep.
Commander 500. I hope those guys at Duck Commander can make some money. I'm really been concerned.
we're
about
Yeah,
worried
you know,
they're not gonna
it's
make
been
it.
a while since they've been really profitable. So
Right, yeah.
I'm right there with you.
But is the big track car? You got a pretty good one this year.
Yeah, you know, we weren't as good as we wanted to be at Daytona,
Yeah.
and so I know we built a different car to come to Talladega. You know, and the two tracks are somewhat similar, but Talladega's wider, so you can make a little different moves on the track, and I think that's why I run a little bit better there. But all in all, I'm pretty optimistic. Every time I go to Talladega, it seems like we either run up front and almost win the race or wreck out. So it'll be one of the two.
Which means the fans will love you either way.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's-
I will make one part of the fans happy either way. The ones that like me will like me seeing it, running me up front, and,
Right.
and the guys that don't like me will like me if I wreck. So it'll be good either way.
Yeah, you
Always good to hear the cheers. Isn't
yeah.
it?
Well, now, and we've asked the Talladega drivers. You've been on before too. We probably asked you this before. I know we just said the strategy changes. There's the let's get up front. There's the let's stay in the back, let everybody wreck out, wait for the big one.
Yeah.
No one's ever said let's stay in the middle, right? Yeah, is that it?
No, that's not usually not usually what you hear. You know, the thing about the different strategies of running in the front, and running in the back is your odds get just slightly better if you run in the back that you won't wreck, but that doesn't mean it's completely eliminated.
Right.
And
A lot of
so,
debris in front of you.
You know, if you had, throwing it out there, if you had a 20% chance of wrecking in the front, it's like an 18% chance of wrecking in the back. The problem is when you wreck in the back, that is the worst feeling of all. Like, I'm already running
That's right.
way in the back and look
Right.
like a stroke.
Right. Yeah.
And now I'm wrecked too. Like, I'd rather wreck up front.
Right. Well, yeah, because if
At least you get on TV more, right?
If you pick that strategy, you're like, okay, wait a minute. So I stay back here in the back and I still wreck.
Yeah. Oh gosh, it's the worst feeling in the world.
But if there is a wreck, then you got to go through all that debris if you're at the back.
That's true too. Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Sometimes
point.
you can't see it, I guess.
I
A
mean,
little
you
smoky
need to give a
out
little
there.
speech to all the drivers.
Yeah,
all right. Yeah.
Well, you know, Rick and I have run there, about 165?
We did one of the driving schools.
165.
Yeah, we were letting it eat.
Yeah.
I've been faster than that in a rental car.
I know. You have. I think the you know how they give you that moment, and you never know when it was.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did have one moment. They said I was at 180, but for
Ooh.
y'all, that's still nothing. I mean, I don't even make the field.
No, Talladega doesn't feel fast until you start getting like 220, 230.
Can I tell you? I have I know we got to go here, but a great respect for you guys. When you do those driving schools and you think, okay, this is what it's like with nobody around you.
Yeah.
I can't even
And
comprehend.
to do it for the length of time.
I can't comprehend what it's like for you guys in those big. I mean, this far from each other going that fast.
It's what we love to do.
Yeah, that's why you get up.
Trade it for anything.
Thanks, Brad. Brad Keselowski.